So what's good, y'all? Here's my 1981 Kawasaki kz750H. Just went through the whole motor. Fresh valve seals, fresh head gasket, fresh valve cover gasket. Cleaned up all the valves, so on and so forth. I didn't do the gasket underneath the cylinders or the cylinder rings, or I didn't lap the valves either. It didn't really need that. It's got brand new front brakes, front brake pads. I mean, these lines are off of eBay. They were like $15 a pop. You decide what length you need after measuring, and you can choose whatever color you want. Just as long as you don't get Chinese, you'll end up getting some good lines. It does have Chinese levers. These were $20 and they're a ripoff of the MZS. They're like a clone of the MZS levers. And then it's got the eBay mirrors as well. They're about like 2 inches wide. They got a blue tint to them. I think it looks awesome. Custom paint job. I didn't do the airbrushing, but I did clear coat it. She's got a good dent right here. And there's another one right here. Can't really see it that well, but the whole frame from here back is completely custom. Originally, this whole ordeal bolts further inwards, but I have a plate here to where I can bolt it to the foot peg here. All I had to do was make 2 holes for that there, and then those 2 holes, and make it fit in there. I also have my brake switch right there, as you can see. It goes down in there and does just like it needs to. All I had to do was make the little bracket fit up in that hole right there and bolt it to, and then run the spring to the bottom of that. The whole frame is completely custom. I have no clue what this seat is off of, but I did take the seat and I cut the plastic and the foam right here. It used to curve up and then come to a point, but I cut the plastic and the foam so it could, and then wrapped it back around itself and restapled it so it could fit up against the tank. Doesn't look too bad, but you can definitely tell over here where I got a little bit hanging over and whatnot, but you don't see that when you're sitting on the bike. Completely custom swing arm. This was some square stock with some slots cut in it and then some holes drilled through. And then I put some pieces of tubing in there. It's so white, can't even tell the details. There's some pieces of tubing in there, welded all the way around to sturdy it up. And then gussets and another piece of tubing up in here with some bushings so it can bolt to the original swing arm bolt. That way the whole bike is still straight. This is an 11.5-inch shock. It's made for a KLX 110, but I just needed it to be 11.5 inches. Completely custom. There's a piece of bar up in there that goes across that's all gusseted up as well, that the top of that shock mounts to. And then I got the 2 bars that go up like that, and then they go straight and straight again and straight again, and then there's just like a tube right here that those bars meet up to in the back, and then my whole tag light, which my light is missing because my light failed on me because it's Chinese. My tag's still there. These carburetors are hard to find parts for, but luckily I'm still able to find the slide diaphragms and other parts. It ain't exactly the easiest thing, but they're still there. The bike has a Dynatec ignition system. It is the Dynatec DS2-2. That is what you need for a kz650 or kz750 or so on and so forth. This is a kz750. It completely replaces your pickup coils from the crank and replaces your IC igniter, which is a hard part to find. I actually have 2 of them. And if you get the whole kit, it even comes with the coils and the wires for the plugs. And that completely replaces your ignition system and makes it 10-folds more reliable because it's new technology and you're not looking for other parts that are hard to find. These pickup coils in here, the OEM coils, are really hard to find. The last time I found a pair that were brand new OEM, the dude was wanting about $300 for them off of eBay. So I just went ahead and bit the bullet and spent the $300 on the whole Dynatec ignition system, because why go for stock parts when I could replace the whole system with that kind of money? It's worth it though. There's a lot of adjustment here for advancement and all that because it's made for drag racing. Because a lot of people like to drag race these kz750s, or not the kz750s, but they like to drag race the kz4s because they're big, powerful motors. This thing only makes 75 horsepower though, 9K. The bike has only 3,000 miles on it, which is quite incredible. 40 years. 40 years old. It's hard to think about nowadays. Well, anyways, that's my kz750. You people enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it may be. Keep on riding. Stay safe out there. Peace, y'all.